This is a genuinely disgusting story, not only because of what actually happened, but because of the way that the media is protecting it, hiding it. This makes no sense whatsoever. There is a school called Margaret A. Neary Elementary in Southborough, Massachusetts. Three incidents happened over the last couple of months. The first incident with the same teacher was this. We don't know if it's a man or a woman, but what is 90% of all teachers these days, held a mock auction that I don't even know if I'm allowed to use this word on YouTube, so I'm just going to highlight it right now. What this teacher did was they brought the only two students at this elementary in the classroom that weren't Caucasian, that I can say, and they were the ones that were brought up front, and then the teacher told all of the students to mock said students in a particular fashion. You fast forward another couple of months, the exact same teacher was reported by two separate students. Wouldn't you know, that's kind of odd, for using the N-word over and over and over again. And then finally, when those two students were the ones that basically got her in trouble, she attacked them on social media. Now, why do I have an issue with this? Especially, not only because that's a disgusting thing, this is critical race theory. This is somebody that is liberal-minded, wanting to make sure that the next generation properly hates individuals of a certain fairness of skin. And wouldn't you know it, nobody knows who this is. If this was a Caucasian, or if this was somebody on the right, that information would have been leaked. So in case you're new around here, I am about to do a news speed run. I'll take a couple of the stories of the day. I'll compile their details down on the cliff notes. And if you want more, down in the description box will be links to where I found my articles. Having said that, I'm going to read you a couple of paragraphs, and I hope you have a good weekend. Massachusetts teacher on leave after holding mock auction after using some kind of slur, officials say. I'm sorry that I got to blur it out, but what I say is written down in closed captions. They're not listening. They're doing this digitally. A fifth grade teacher in Massachusetts has been placed on paid leave after a series of incidents, including holding a mock auction, using a slur, and calling out students have reported the slur. When you look at the details that they're giving, this has to be somebody on the left. A fifth grade teacher, officials did not name the teacher at Margaret A. Neary Elementary School in Southborough, a town about 30 miles west of Boston. District Superintendent Gregory, I'm not going to say that name, told parents in a statement this week that he first learned about the incidents from parents in April. He said that the first incident, a mock auction, took place in January during the history lesson on the economy of southern colonies. The educator asked two children sitting in the front row, who happened to be of a certain fairness or lack thereof, to stand, and the educator in the class discussed physical attributes, teeth, and strength. This is either a racist person from 1930 that actually exists, or this is somebody trying to portray those people. He said those kind of teaching methods are inappropriate, trivializing the experiences of the victims, and are disproportionately traumatizing the students of a certain fairness. In the second incident, in April, the teacher was reading aloud from a book and used a slur, which the district later discovered was not appearing in the book. Gee, I wonder what that word was. The superintendent said that the parents then had a chance to meet with the teacher and the principal to learn about the two incidences, with the school seeking to be transparent with the parents and learning from the mistakes. But the educator inappropriately called out the students who reported the educator's use of the racial slur, which was not acceptable. Now, one name I could find, because this is where it gets weird. He said the district then began a formal investigation and placed the teacher on leave. School principal Kathleen, I'm not saying that name, was also placed on leave 10 days after this month, and the reason why, was because she made the matters worse, basically. And I found a picture of her. This is her, because this is the principal at Margaret A. So this woman was protecting a teacher that was using slurs, holding an auction to portray an image of whatever you want it to be. And there's only one type of individual I'm thinking that's going to be, and that's an individual on the left. Anyway, this has been Joshua Schrock. I hope you like, I hope you subscribe. Thank you for your time.